Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Scavenger. Welcome to another episode of Chasing Sunsets. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get into it. You hear familiar voices speaking in hushed tones as you approach the living room. We're out of time, George. We were out of time before I even got here. And with Sophie's news about Mallory, what do we even do with that? It's heartbreaking on so many levels, not least of all for her. Does it create problems with the estate, given that she's technically family? There's really no law or precedent that covers this, but I think not. Just because Mallory and Sarah share a genome does not make her Sarah. One less thing to worry about, I guess, but time is still running short. I understand your concerns, but let's look at it realistically. No need to rush in there. I wouldn't mind hearing some unfiltered truth. Process delays and the judge recusal alone are drawing out the legal circus, and, well, where's this aversion to going home coming from? There's something you're not telling me. You're not wrong. However, now's not the time. They could be here any moment. Is George hiding something? Is George, like, the bad guy? I'd be really upset if George ends up being the bad guy, especially after we got him all those cream pies. Oatmeal cream pies, that is. Oatmeal cream pies. You feel a gentle touch on your arm that tells you that Jay has joined you. What's going on in there? George and Lisa are having some sort of disagreement. Seems important. Let's see if they let anything slip. The important thing right now is that they step up and demonstrate their potential. The important thing right now is that you and I are on the same page. The quick version then. In short, James and Sarah were not planning on passing so young. Who does at their age, George? As such, their will wasn't even finalized when the accident happened. What? As the executor, normally I would just split the assets down the middle and call it a day. That makes perfect sense to me. Then what's with all this pageantry? Sarah's greatest regret was a family rift, and Jay's graduation was where it was to be put to rest. It's tragic that her plan didn't work out, but it's also not our torch to pick up and carry. Sarah and James had a good handle on what the problem was. They just ran out of time. Are you getting to the part where this is, in a way, our business? You feel Jay's grip on your arm tighten in anticipation as George gathers his thoughts. It was something Sarah said the summer before she died. She said that if Alex just stopped avoiding Jay, everything would work itself out. So, that's what this is? Forcing them to interact until they get over themselves? You hear Jay's breath catch in shock behind you. It's unconventional, but within my purview, they also really did need to learn how to run the business. Fuck, George. Lisa's voice takes on a low, angry tone. What's going on between them isn't something you can just engineer a fix for. The fact that it hasn't already blown up spectacularly reflects better on them than us. You're meddling in two people's lives out of some misguided obligation to the dead. I love Sarah and James as much as anyone, but this was irresponsible. Forgive a sentimental old man his excesses. I saw an opportunity to kill two birds with one stone. There's always another angle with you. Lawyer, remember? The question remains, have we managed to hit either bird with said stone? Lisa's quiet for a moment, but you can't be sure if it's because she is angry or just thinking. You already know the answer to one of them. They're both quick studies. Moreover, they're both applying themselves and trying their best to fit their parents' shoes. As for the other thing, it looks to me like there are reasons to be optimistic. I might even say scandalously optimistic. Come again? You're right. They're practically already completing each other's sentences. Really? Well, as much as I despise gambling, meddling, it appears Sarah's hope paid off. Frankly, George, Polly Jean will be in capable hands either way, but my heart tells me that neither of them will ever be happy chained to a desk. That's what we call projection, Lisa. Anyway, we can discuss it more later. Bianca's voice suddenly bursting into song behind a nearby door gives you both a good scare. All right, we are not singing, but yeah, Bianca is happy. Fuck a duck. Shit. Go, go, go. Doing your best to act casual, you succeed only in looking like you're fleeing the scene of a fart. Oh, man. We've all been there. Good morning, Lisa. George. Lisa looks at you with obvious suspicion, but remains silent. Sorry we're a little late. Alex and I were having a strategy session and lost track of time. I see. Well, have a seat and we'll discuss today. As the two of you get comfortable, you can almost feel Lisa's amused gaze boring into you. Lisa will be tied up with legal today, so I'm sending you two on errands. Jay, you'll go to the Kunaloa building and meet with the land's magistrate. Convince him to allow us to purchase a parcel north of the Hot Labs once the legal hold is voided. Kunaloa? That's the town Mom and Dad stayed in on their honeymoon. Indeed. The magistrate will be reluctant to sign off on a foreign interest purchasing more land. I've got an idea on how to work through that. Oh, well, let's hear it then. I'll offer to sell the land we already own back to the people of Tanalu, provided it gets leased back to us. Oh, then we pick up the north parcel on lease also, without expanding foreign holdings. It's a win-win. Jay wilts sheepishly at the effusive approval in George's voice. Lisa and George exchange a victorious glance. Now, Alex, I'm going to have you take the day off. Coming in? I don't think I heard you correctly. Both of us have been running ourselves ragged since we got here. We're taking the day off. Hold on. Wait, hold on. I'll handle the magistrate after we've had the day to relax, but I will get us that lot. Out of the question. There's too much left to do before you're ready. Nothing that can't wait a day. All right, Lisa. Lisa's enjoying this. Alex, talk some sense into your sister. All right, support Jay. That's what we're here for. We can have at least one day off. And we already talked about this. It'd be kind of jacked up if I decided to just go against her after I agreed to do this. So I think we deserve a day off. She makes perfect sense to me. Effective time management includes taking time to care for yourself. Very good point. Lisa watches the exchange with obvious amusement. There we go. We got some more trust and love from Jay. Lisa, feel free to step in anytime. No, I think they're right. We pushed them both very hard, and they've earned it. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Does all work and no play sound like Sarah and James to you? George stares at Lisa like he's been slapped. Because he knows she's right. No. No, it doesn't. Fine. Thanks, George. The real estate lease documents will be on your desk in 2 days. Would you mind at least telling me where the two of you are going? Just track our phones. That's sort of your thing, isn't it? Oh, shots fired. When we get back, maybe we can go over the will again with you. In detail. As you and Jay steal a dark chuckle at a visibly uncomfortable George's expense, Bianca strolls in. Well endowed as ever. Hey, if y'all were planning to do some sightseeing, just take Splooshin Mudslide. Splooshin what now? Gary bought a couple of crotch rockets just before I caught him putting his rocket in other crotches. Hated the whole damn idea until I rode one. Let's just say my body wasn't ready. Those are odd names for motorcycles. We'll take them. We're on North Island Loop now. Probably driving or riding our crotch rockets. Hell yeah, we are. I didn't know this Gary guy, but the man wasn't afraid to drop big money on quality. The lush scenery blurs as you thread the bike effortlessly through winding island roads. Where did Jay learn how to ride like this? And where is she taking us? Coming up on a four-way stop, Jay waits for you to come up even with her. Huh? She seems a little flushed. Kunaloa is about 5 minutes straight ahead. That's where we're going? Guess you'll have to wait and see. Up for a little race? I don't know. We stack up these bikes and we'll be looking for a new place to stay. I would never. 6th gear mid-revs is god tier. Sibian could sue these guys for patent infringement. Sibi, what? What are you talking about? Jay's eyes narrow mischievously. Let's just say that on Sploosh, the journey really is as awesome as the destination. So, we doing this? Let's make it interesting. Let's do it. Let's race. You see Jay's eyes shine in what is certainly a wide grin beneath her helmet. I'll even give you a head start. I'll give you a few seconds before I punch it. Okay. She's cocky. And what do I get if I win? The currency of our realm. Loser has to give up a juicy secret to the winner. Alright, is that our currency? What could go wrong? What kind of... 3? Uh-oh. Okay. 2... 1, go! Alright, you punch the throttle and the bike leaps beneath you like a rocket. A few seconds isn't going to buy me much, given how she was riding earlier. As you accelerate to irresponsible speeds, the wind howls past your helmet ominously. I want to win, but I'm not going to risk lives to beat her. You ease off until you feel comfortable with the reaction time against the visible road ahead. Just as you're about to check your mirrors, Jay screams past you in a blur. Fuck! It's like I wasn't even moving! You gut it a little and try to close the gap she's opened between you. Suddenly, to your surprise, she begins to slow and pulls off roughly to the shoulder. Pulling up alongside her, you realize you can't hear the rumble of her motor. Everything alright? No, the dash went blank, and now the engine won't start. The motor sounded fine for the second I heard it when you flew past me like a hypersonic missile. It's not mechanical. It's a computer error. Code 44. Google it on your phone? There were only 23 of these made. I can't just pull up a manual on the internet. Let me text Bianca. Hope she's not too pissed. Alright, let's see. Hey, I got a little problem. You and me both. Would you say these tan lines were like super obvious? She's gonna send me a nude pic. Oh. Yeah, I kind of did. She kind of... I mean, we've already seen her naked once. I don't see any tan lines. Probably what he's going to say. They're definitely not the first thing that leaps out to me. Just what I needed to hear right now. So, what's shaking, Bacon? Sploosh is throwing a computer error. Code 44. Oh, hell. Had that happened once before. Rico said it was all fixed. Guess not. Is it something we can reset on the road? Nope, the factory tech will need to firm the flashware or something ridiculously expensive. Where are you kids at? A couple miles south of Kunaloa, on Island Route 3. I'll have Egg send someone out with a flatbed and bring it back to town. Come on, staying with it until he's got it loaded? Of course we will. I'm really sorry about the headache. Nothing to be sorry for, as long as my Sploosh is still in one piece. Still a weird name for a motorcycle. Bet your sister don't think so. Yeah, that's what I thought. Sploosh because it makes you sploosh. Okay. What the fuck does that mean? So? She has a guy with a flatbed coming to haul Sploosh to the garage. I don't think I did anything to break it, but I still feel bad. Don't worry about it. Bianca said she's had that error before. But I guess this means we're done for the day. Jay glances pointedly at your motorcycle's rear seat. We still have Mudslide, and you still have your winnings to collect. Alright. So, true to Bianca's word, a man from town arrives with a disabled bike within half an hour. Jay watches the truck drive off with Sploosh tied down to the back apprehensively. Remind me never to borrow something worth more than my entire education ever again. Relax. If there are only 23 of those in production, there's bound to be glitches. You say so. Jay swings her leg over the rear seat and wraps her arms around you. Focus on the road, Alex. Just focus on the road. You feel her warm breast against your back as she pulls herself tightly against you. All right. Jay mutters, this is already more splooshy than sploosh. Louder, I can't hear you. I said, just don't drive like a douche. Why so stabby? Hang on. All right, everyone, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, you know what to do. As always, go ahead and smack the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.